The Blue Mountains region forms the border for the Sydney Basin. The region extends from Newcastle to Bateman's Bay and forms part of the Great Dividing Range. The region consists of Permian and Triassic sedimentary rocks, laid down nearly 500 million years ago. The Blue Mountains is actually not a mountain range, but a series of dissected plateaus covered in sandstone. Eucalyptus forest covers the Blue Mountains. Mist and eucalyptus oil droplets in the air scatter light when it hits them. This gives the mountains a blue tinge, inspiring the name for the Blue Mountains.
250 million years ago, all coastal areas right up to Lithgow were underwater. Sand sediments were then carried in layer by layer, forming sandstone that filled in the sea. The sea then became a shallow delta, which developed huge swampy forests and bogs that compacted down to become coal seams. More sandstone was laid on top of the coal, which reduced the sea into shallow lakes. About 200 million years ago, isolated volcanoes exploded through the coal, sandstone, and shale layers. Then, another major volcanic event occurred 14 to 20 million years ago, and a huge lava flow, 50 metres thick, covered most of the Blue Mountains. The Blue Mountains were then pushed up, and the coastal sediment sagged, creating the eastern escarpment of the Blue Mountains. Rivers slowly cut deep gorges through the sandstone, coal, and shale layers, washing away immense volumes of rock and producing the landscape we know today.
The type of rocks found at Blue Mountains are particles of volcanic debris from over millions of years ago. They contain basalt, shale, and sandstone residue, which is being seen today at Blue Mountains. The sandstone is also found in the upper regions of Blue Mountains, which is seen at Mount Banks and is composed of Banks Wall sandstone. In the lower regions of Blue Mountains, Hawkesbury sandstone is seen here and is composed of coarse to medium-grained sandstone.
Once the uplift of the Blue Mountains plateau occurred, rivers and streams eroded the sandstone to form wide valleys and expose rock faces. Many of these rock faces show sedimentary layers and faults in the sandstone, as well as alcoves, caves, and tuffoni formed by wind and water weathering. Many streams cascade down the rock faces and escarpments in the Blue Mountains, creating waterfalls, such as Wentworth Falls. The heavy erosion in the Blue Mountains has resulted in unique landscapes that have shaped the ecosystems in the area. Wet and dry sclerophyll forests make up the majority of vegetation in the Blue Mountains because they are able to grow in the sandy and less fertile soil. Hanging swamps are also an important ecological community in the Blue Mountains and grow on sloping sandstone with constant streams of water. Erosion has also formed many iconic landmarks of the Blue Mountains, including the Three Sisters and the Jamison Valley.
The cliff where the Three Sisters are found is made of Narrabeen sandstone, which is known to have strong vertical joints. The Three Sisters were formed when the joints were widened by weathering due to rain and wind, which caused massive blocks of sandstone to break off the cliff. The widening of joints between the Three Sisters will eventually cause them to collapse as well.